Monday, you're a different person. Monday, you is disciplined. Monday, you has a plan. Monday, you packs meals, tracks calories, goes to bed early, and wakes up feeling like a protagonist in a training montage. Monday, you is basically a fictional character. Sunday, you is the real one. Sunday, you is lying on the couch at 4 p.m. having already eaten a burger, fries, and half a sleeve of Oreos, scrolling through your phone thinking, I'll start fresh tomorrow. Tomorrow is Monday. And Monday, you will show up again, full of promises, completely unaware that he's about to get murdered by next Sunday. This cycle, this perfect, repeating, 7-day loop of discipline and collapse is the single most common pattern in failed diets. And nobody talks about it because we've all just accepted that weekends are where diets go to die, like that's a law of nature instead of a fixable problem. Two myths are working together here, and they're both destroying you. The first is the idea that weekends are somehow separate from your week, like your body runs on a corporate calendar, like your metabolism clocks out on Friday at 5 p.m. and doesn't log calories again until Monday morning. Your fat cells don't know what day it is. I promise you, they are working weekends. The second myth is the I deserve this narrative. You ate clean all week, you trained hard, and now your brain goes, you've earned a reward, and the reward is always food. Nobody rewards themselves with a rest day and a glass of water. The reward is pizza, or drinks, or both, and the reward erases about half the deficit you built during the week. Here's the math that broke my brain. Your deficit Monday through Friday is 500 calories per day. That's a 2,500 calorie weekly deficit, about 3/4 pound of fat loss per week. But then Saturday you go out, have drinks, eat a big meal, snack at night. Sunday you're eating normally, which really means eating whatever because you already wrote off the weekend. Between those 2 days, it's extremely easy to eat 1,200 to 1,500 calories over maintenance. Your actual weekly deficit isn't 2,500, it's like 1,000, maybe less. You're working 5 days a week to earn what amounts to 2 days of progress. It's like getting a paycheck every Friday and handing 60% of it back every Sunday. I did this for over a year, an entire year where I dieted Monday through Friday and undid most of it on weekends. My weight barely moved. I thought my metabolism was broken. I was not a genetic anomaly. I was a guy who ate clean for 5 days and then housed an entire Domino's on Saturday night like it was a competitive sport. Here's what's actually happening. It's not just willpower running out. There are specific reasons your brain rebels on weekends. First, decision fatigue. Every food choice during the week costs mental energy. Researchers have shown that the more decisions you make in a day, the worse your subsequent decisions become. By Friday, you've made roughly 100 more food-related decisions than you would have without a diet. The frontal lobe activity associated with self-control literally decreases with sustained use. Your willpower isn't a personality trait, it's a resource, and you've been spending it all week. Second, environmental shift. Monday through Friday, most people have structure. You wake up at the same time. Meals happen at predictable intervals. Structure is a container for discipline. Saturday, no structure. You wake up whenever. Every eating occasion is a decision, and your decision-making is already fried. It's like playing a video game on a set path all week and then being dropped into an open world with no quest markers. You wander. You end up somewhere you didn't plan to be, holding nachos. Third, social pressure. Weekends are when people gather. Dinners out, parties, barbecues, drinks. In those settings, eating on plan feels socially weird. Your friends aren't counting macros. Nobody brought a food scale to the restaurant. And the social cost of being that guy sometimes feels higher than the cost of just eating the food and dealing with it later. I used to tell myself I could eyeball portions when eating out. I was not eyeballing anything. I was guessing with the accuracy of a blindfolded dart throw. A restaurant meal I estimated at 600 calories was probably 1,100. Restaurants don't cook for your deficit. They cook for flavor. And flavor means butter, oil, sauce, and portions that would make a nutritionist faint. Let me describe Sunday for you and tell me if this is familiar. You wake up late. You're not in diet mode. You eat something unplanned for breakfast. Then lunch rolls around and you're already off script. So the internal calculator kicks in. Well, I already had that breakfast, and I'll probably go out tonight, so today's kind of a write-off. I'll start clean tomorrow. The moment you think I'll start tomorrow, you've given yourself permission to do anything for the rest of the day, and you do. By Sunday evening, you feel physically uncomfortable and emotionally defeated. You're bloated, disappointed, and you do the specific thing that keeps the cycle alive. You set a new start date, Monday, clean slate. This time you'll be more disciplined. This time will be different. It's never different, because you haven't changed anything about the system. You've just restarted the same broken loop with more guilt and less confidence. I kept a note on my phone for a while where I'd write what I ate each weekend, not to track macros, just to see the pattern. After 6 weeks, I looked at it and it was basically the same weekend copied 6 times. Same Saturday slippage, same Sunday rationalization, same Monday resolve. I was living the same week over and over like a dietary Groundhog Day, except Bill Murray at least learned something new each loop. I was just eating the same pizza. 3 changes. None of them are sexy. All of them work. First, stop thinking in weeks. Start thinking in running averages. The Monday start mentality is the engine of the cycle. It creates a psychological cliff between on and off. As long as Monday is a restart point, Sunday will be a finish line. Instead, track your calories as a rolling 7-day average. If you eat more on Saturday, eat a little less on Monday and Tuesday. No restart, no guilt, just a continuous number you're managing, the same way you manage a bank balance. You don't close your bank account every time you overspend and open a new one on Monday. You just adjust the next few days. The mistake is thinking flexibility means no rules. Flexibility means the rules are applied over 7 days instead of 1. Your weekly average matters. Any individual day barely does. Second, plan your weekends the way you plan your weekdays. Not rigidly, but you need a loose framework. Know what you're eating for breakfast. Have a general plan for dinner. If you're going out, look at the menu in advance and decide what you'll order before you're hungry and the waiter is standing over you. The goal isn't perfection. It's reducing unplanned decisions when your decision-making is weakest. Think of it like putting guardrails on a road. You can still steer wherever you want, but you won't drive off a cliff because you were tired. Third, make your weekend social meals the plan, not the exception. This is the one that finally fixed it for me. Instead of eating strict all week and then breaking on weekends, I built the social meals into my weekly calorie budget from the start. Saturday dinner out? That's planned, accounted for. I eat slightly less during the day knowing dinner will be bigger. I'm not cheating, I'm allocating. It's the difference between an unplanned expense and a budgeted one. Same money spent. Completely different emotional experience. The moment a social meal stops being a failure and starts being a feature of your plan, the guilt disappears. And without the guilt, the Sunday spiral has nothing to feed on. Real consistency doesn't look like perfection. It looks like a slightly imperfect week, repeated 52 times. It looks like eating 80% on plan, most weeks, for a year. It looks boring. It doesn't make a good transformation video, but it's the only version that actually compounds into real, permanent change. 5 days of a 500 calorie deficit erased by 2 days of surplus is objectively worse than 7 days of a 200 calorie deficit with a burger on Saturday. The math doesn't care about how clean your Monday was. Consistency isn't about being perfect when conditions are good. It's about being decent when conditions are bad. And conditions are bad every single weekend. The calisthenics playbook is designed around weekly structure that actually accounts for real life. It doesn't assume you're a monk with no social obligations. It gives you a framework that bends without breaking. Link in the description. Subscribe if you're tired of restarting on Mondays. I'm making a video every week, and every week, it's basically me processing my own fitness trauma on camera. So, if that sounds appealing, and honestly, it shouldn't, but here we are, hit the button. Happy Sunday. Don't restart tomorrow, just keep going.